this one is heavy, but it happens all the time. Now, this is a story of this just happened this past Easter. Youth pastor was killed by the choir director after church. So let me get the story.
A man was gunned down moments after an Easter Sunday church service in South Dallas. Police say the confrontation started with an argument between two men. As NBC5's Alicia Barrera explains, the suspect and victim had close ties to the church.
Good afternoon. It was Easter Sunday, which meant that a lot of people were home, and most of them witnessing when that man was running down 56th Street moments before being gunned down.
He was running on foot. He was running.
All evidence now cleared out, but the images still vivid in the minds of neighbors.
Just scared. Like, I don't want my kids to be, in the front by themselves playing.
Easter Sunday celebrations along 56th Street.
Me and my family, we was in the house playing games.
Blocked off with caution tape after multiple shots were fired.
And all of a sudden we heard two shots. And then next thing you know, you hear pow, 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 pow.
I seen that the guy was laying, on the ground and, people were yelling.
Police say Joshua Xavier Andrews ran from the scene, but later turned himself in and confessed to shooting Denzel Branch. He's now charged with murder.
The only thing I know is that it started at the church down the street down there. And we seen him running this way.
According to the arrest affidavit, witnesses told police both men had attended Easter services and got into an argument outside of New Generation Church. Branch allegedly punched Andrews in the face, which led the suspect to pull out his gun. Andrews later telling police the argument stemmed from a love triangle after the victim's now ex-wife had an affair with Andrews. Witnesses claim both men had close ties to the church, including the victim allegedly serving as a youth minister. However, the church only posting a statement on Facebook that says in part, they're deeply saddened by the tragic incident. In South Dallas, Alicia Barrera, NBC5.
Now, this is crazy. That's crazy. Now, they both at the church. Now, what it was said was that this brother that was the youth pastor, his wife was already sleeping with the choir director before they got divorced. And something happened where there's different stories that I've seen, but something happened after Easter Sunday where I guess the brother was getting his kids about to leave. He got into it with the choir director and punched him. One of the stories said he punched him through the window of the car. Choir director got out, put out his gun, and shot him. Another one says that he chased him down the street like this news report we just saw. But this is what happens in the Christian church all the time in the Black community. Pastors sleeping with men's wives, jump offs in the church, all of that, molestation, all of that stuff happens in the Christian church. And this one is kind of quiet because I didn't really hear about this story. But I remember years back, there was a story where the pastor was sleeping with a man's wife they were both in the church. Everybody goes to the same church. And the brother came to confront the pastor on Sunday while he's up there preaching. And the pastor pulls out a gun and shoot and kills him dead inside the church. So this thing ain't nothing that ain't new. This happens all the time. But it's such a shame that we still put our trust in something like the religion of Christianity that was given to our ancestors during slavery. This thing right here is sad, though. And I look at it like these brothers was warring over this woman, in the same church. You got to still go to that same church and see the mother of your children with another man, and they were doing this thing before you ever got divorced. That's got to be a horrible thing. And then you lose your life on Easter. I mean, it's supposed to be, the day when, what was it? What is the day? Oh, what was that, Friday? Or no, they say it was on Easter, after Easter service. So that's in Christianity, they believe that's the resurrection and all of that, right? But that just shows you that the people in there are no different than the people outside. Because there's plenty of brothers, I even know of brothers that done died or had a fight over a woman. And so this brother, he's supposed to be a godly man in the choir and all of that, and he's sleeping with this married man's woman. And then he ends up murdering this brother out of pure rage because he wants this woman. But the thing is, this is the lesson in all of that. The lesson is, because it doesn't just this story ain't no single story. This happens all the time in our community, where a lot of gang wars, battles, brothers going back and forth with each other, shootouts happen over a woman. Y'all know it's the truth. Y'all know that's the truth. A lot of brothers have lost their life over a woman, over fighting over a woman. My advice to a brother, if a woman don't want you, leave her alone. There's plenty of more women you can go and get. Plenty of single women, right? Also, if a woman has a man and she has a man, leave her alone. Don't try to pursue her and try to make her your woman and try to take her from that man. That's what we do all the time in our community. We sing about it and rap about it in the songs. It's like it's like a trophy. It's bragging rights to be able to say, I took your bitch. Excuse my language. I took your woman. It's bragging rights in our community to say, I slept with your woman. Yeah, you sleep with her every night, but I had her too. That's evil, y'all. That ain't cool. You should, in our community, we shouldn't give people props for that. That ain't nothing cool. This is a sad story. Now think about the children. They don't have a father, and they got to look at their mother. Now they don't have a father, and now their mother is going to go and get with some new man. But before that, they had to deal with their mother looking at this new man in the house. This choir director. Now he done took the life of their father, and now they got to live with that, man.